How are you guys doing? Well, today we're going to do a watch review. The watch review of Phatkat Collections. Phatkat Collections has a YouTube video as that name, Phatkat Collections. He has 914 videos. He's joined YouTube in 2008. The picture on the screen contains about 2/3 of his 150 watch collection. So we'll get started. I'm going to start with the Invicta Watches first. I'm going to go down the list of what he has, and I will include the watches, a few of those too that is on his radar that he may be looking out for. So I put some of them on that he likes, he may be looking out for. He looks for the best deals. Sometimes he waits for the best deals possible to get his watches, because when they first come out they're really expensive, and then after an amount of time they'll go on a lot cheaper price. So I'll go through it. The Invictus. Invicta Sea Hunter 3, Grand Arsenal, Grand Octane, Hydromax, Sea Hunter Propeller Edition Watch, Sea Hunter Generation 2, Invicta Reserve, Grand Arsenal. The Grand Arsenal is actually the king pieces in his collection. He has at least 7 of those. I believe he's up to 8 of those now. So those are really his favorite Invicta. So to him and to his collection, that would be the king pieces right there. So 7, 8 of them in different varieties, different colors they come in. Invicta Venom Watch, Coalition Arsenal Watch, Zeus Bolt Magnum Watch, Jason Taylor Edition Grand Octane, Sub Aqua Nova 3, Sub Aqua Limited Edition Black Label Watch, Invicta Bolt, Sea Hunter 13686, Coalition Forces, Reserve Venom 2, Venom Hybrid Watch. So those are some of the Invicta watches he either owns or are interested in looking out for. And out of this bunch, I'm going to focus on a couple of them. The Invicta Grand Arsenal. I'm going to go through some of the specifications on that one. So the case size of the Invicta Grand Arsenal is 56 millimeters. The typical ones, these are the typical specs. Case thickness 17 millimeter. For the movement, they'll have a Ronda caliber 8040-N or period N. And for an that's a quartz, but for an automatic, it'll have an ETA A07 period 211 automatic chronograph with 25 jewels. So the bracelet is 30 millimeters wide and 200 meters, 660 feet water resistance. So that watch is no slouch. You heard the specs, some of the specs here. And another one that's very interesting that he collects also, Phatkat Collections will collect the Invicta Sea Hunter. There's 3 generations of that watch. So they will be typically case size 58 millimeters, case thickness 23 millimeters, 30 millimeters wide bracelet, 200 meters water resistance, Ronda caliber Z60, or for an automatic is ETA caliber A07 period 211. Including the crown guard, the watch is about 70 millimeters wide. So the Invicta Sea Hunter 3 is the biggest Invicta watch of all the watches. So that's what makes that one interesting, because it's the biggest one. And it's always interesting and fascinating, that watch. Now keep in mind about Invicta watches, Invicta has a wide range of watches. And the nice thing is you can pick one that you like out of the whole range that really suits you. And Phatkat Collections, he knows exactly what he likes in Invicta watches. Now another kind of watch that Phatkat Collections likes are the Aragon watches. And again, I'll go through some of the ones he has and some of the ones he's looking out for to buy too. Some of the ones he likes and looking for. So I'll just go down the list of those. Matador watch, Silver Jet, Millipede limited edition, Gemstone watch, Abalone watches, EVO watch, Charger T-100 tritium flat tube watch, Charger Millipede GMT, Sea Charger watch, Enforcer AB Abalone watch, Hydromatic watch, Gauge 8040N Swiss chronograph watch, Dive Master 9100. So Aragon watches are similar quality to the Invicta watches. They're almost like a relative of Invicta. They're not made by Invicta, but they're related in the quality and the type of watches they have. And again, Aragon has a very wide range of watches, and you can always find one that you like. And so Phatkat Collections is very knowledgeable about the Aragon watches and also about the Invicta watches. Okay, and there are some other ones that he does have or are interested in getting. Some of them are vintage watches, so he's not always for the most modern watches. There's some that are a little bit older that he also likes and keeps. So it's a kind of a wide range here. Diesel Big Daddy. Now remember I'm saying that the Diesel watches weren't as good a quality as the Invicta, but the Diesel watches are good looking watches. So Viking watch, Watch Star, Android watches, which is related to the Aragon. I believe the Android came first, then it went to Aragon. Vintage Armatron calculator, Diamond watch, Android Millipede, Delta T heavy armor watch, Renato Beast, vintage Seiko dive watch, Exoskeleton superlative star, ADK watches of Beverly Hills. I remember him mentioning that was one of the first watches he was really interested in. Renato Vulcan chronograph watch, Neymar Tudor style automatic. The Neymar watches, I remember Phatkat saying that they were close to the Invicta in quality. Like they'd be close to the Invicta Pro Diver, for example. And they both have the NH35A Seiko movement. So Neymar watch and the Invicta Pro Diver are similar in quality. I think the Pro Diver has a little bit better class than the Neymar watch. But they're still interesting watches. Oceaniva 1000 meter dive watch, Geneve Alligate iced out watch, BLWRX, which is the same company or the same brand as Neymar. So they make the Neymar and they make this BLWRX. So if you see them on Amazon, they're made in the same factory. Delta T NBS, Boulder watches, Simon and Company, and Bulova Precisionist. And he also owns a Timex watch that was his grandfather's, which is really nice to have. Now, Phatkat Collections mostly has bracelet watches, as you can see in the picture, and they're mostly gold and stainless steel watches. Now, with his large collection of 150 watches, he obviously has a watch for every environment. So every season, every environment, he's going to have a watch. He's not going to be without a watch. He's got lots to choose from. And he collects leather coats and jackets. So you know how a leather coat and a jacket will have a different color to them, a different tint to the color, like it could be a black or gray or brown. So he's going to be able to find a watch that goes nice with every leather coat and jacket he has. And I think that's pretty cool. It'll complement everything he has for leather coats and jacket. He'll find a watch. And he has watches for both casual and formal occasions. He'll have no problem finding a watch for any occasion he goes to. And so the watch collection will include watches that Phatkat Collections are waiting on for the best deal in the future. So I know that he does have watches on his want list. He's just waiting for the best deal to come along. So that's really where the future of his watch collection is going. So he is somebody who really knows what he likes. And I think knowing what you like and getting those watches that you like will be a very satisfactory collection. So I think he's doing really good, and I would say his collection is A+. I can't see anything to fault his collection whatsoever. So thank you for your time, you guys, and if you go on his YouTube site, you'll see a lot of reviews of the watches he actually owns and has, and watches that he's looking out for to own. So that's really neat. So thank you for your time, you guys, and see you again.